Kyra. How are you? Oh, thanks for emailing me about your test grade. Awesome, great job.
Yeah, I was really happy about the grade.
Good. Well, what are you working on today? What can I help you with?
So Meg, I'm working on ossification processes, but I'm really confused.
Okay, great. So let's work on that. All right, so let's work on that then. Just so you know, I only have 30 minutes before I have to go to my ET, but we can get plenty done. So tell me what you know about the purpose of these ossification processes. What does that word even mean?
It's how bones are made.
Okay, great. And so how many different ossification processes do you need to know? What are they called?
There's two that we have to know. Endochondral ossification and like intra something?
Good, you're definitely on the right track. Can you find that word in your notes?
Intramembranous.
Good, good. You know what intramembranous means? That word is telling us something about this process.
Something to do with the membrane?
Okay, good, yes. What membrane are we talking about here?
I have no idea.
Okay, that's okay. Let me ask a different question. Where does this process take place?
This says in the dermis.
Okay, good. And what is the dermis part of? So think back to the last chapter about the integumentary system. That's where you learned about the dermis.
Oh, the skin.
Okay, good. And do you remember the anatomical name for the skin?
The cutaneous membrane.
Perfect. So intramembranous ossification is called that because it takes place in
the skin.
Awesome. You can see there really is a method to the madness with all these terms. Let's come back to the intramembranous ossification and tell me about endochondral ossification. What does that mean? Where does it start?
It starts with cartilage.
Okay, good. And do you remember the root word for cartilage? You learned about cartilage cells called something sites.
Chondrocytes. So chondro means cartilage.
There you go, perfect. So where does endochondral ossification take place? What's that starting material?
Hyaline cartilage. Okay, this is starting to make sense now.
Good, good. All right, so let's look at your teacher's PowerPoint notes and see exactly what you need to know about these two processes.
It looks like there's 7 steps for endochondral and then only 3 steps for intramembranous, but we don't have a lot of notes. It's just pictures here.
Okay, that's fine. So why don't we just write out in your own words what's happening in each of these steps and see if we can make some sense of it.
Okay.
All right, so let's start with the endochondral ossification. What can you tell me about that first step?
So the first step, we start with hyaline cartilage.
Okay.
And the chondrocytes are dying.
Okay, good. So let's write that down for step 1, and then we can check your notes and see if there's more details you need to add.
Okay.
All right, so I'll give you a few minutes to do that, and then we'll move on to step 2.
Okay.
All right, great. So we've gone through all the steps now for both of the ossification processes. So remind me where each one starts and what types of bones each one makes.
Okay, so endochondral ossification starts with hyaline cartilage and it makes long bones like our femur.
Good.
And then the intramembranous ossification starts in the skin and it makes dermal bones, which is like our clavicle.
Perfect. Great job, Kyra. So how are you feeling about these ossification processes now?
A lot better. This is making so much more sense. Thank you.
Good, great. So how do you learn best when you're studying on your own? By seeing or by doing something?
Definitely by doing.
Okay, good. So I think it'd be really great if you're able to review this on your own tonight at home. Do you have somebody that you can explain this to, or a pet even, or just yourself in the mirror? I think explaining to somebody else or pretending to can really help you solidify your knowledge.
Yeah, I have a little sister.
Okay, good, perfect. So you can explain this to her, maybe make it a little fun for her, point to her skin and her bones, and it'll be a really good review for you also.
Yeah, I think I'll give it a try. We'll see if she sits through it.
Okay, great. Yeah, so definitely do that. Keep studying, keep coming back with more questions. Great job today, Kyra.
Thank you.